Women with partners who don't have many hobbies or have a vanilla personality, how do you navigate this and find things to talk about? My partner watches TV, plays video games, and makes cocktails. We work in the same field, but do different things day to day, so we have that in common. He doesn't have some huge amazing passion outside his work. He does other stuff, too, but he's pretty mellow. He's very stable and generally a pretty content person, but he's snarky and talkative and expressive. I don't think he's vanilla at all. It's fine to me that he isn't spending a ton of his free time on a passion project. We still have things to talk about. He's knowledgeable in many areas, so conversations are effortless. We're both big on politics, current events, and pop culture. We have similar values, senses of humor, and expectations for life. I paint and craft sometimes, we garden, he built a computer, we read books, we like cooking together and trying new foods, whatever. When it's non-COVID times, we travel, see a lot of movies, and go to fun events on the weekends. We both still do a lot, we just don't have that passion about a project outside our work. We love our work and in our downtime, we like to relax and just hang out. I love that. My husband is a grade A homebody who only likes to play video games and exercise outside work. Guy is a data scientist, so you get the drift. He has no friends except church friends who are also my friends that I introduced in the first place. Everyone I know said he doesn't talk much and likes to keep to himself. Others have said he has a boring personality, which he himself agreed as well. He just likes to stay at home lol. We have a home gym, so even exercising is done at home. I do most of the talking and he listens. I guess it works out for us. When we were dating, I often asked him whether he's okay with just hearing me control the conversation, and he says it's fine, he enjoys listening to me. He's mostly introverted, whereas I'm an outgoing introvert, so I also do like staying at home pretty much. I'm alright with going out alone and leaving him at home. It's what he prefers anyway. But on times when I request we go out on dates, he doesn't resist. I guess having kids is the way to go for us. Underneath his boring personality, he's a very affectionate person to his loved ones. Our daughter is very sticky to him. We have been together for 11 years, married for 6, and have a 2-year-old daughter. My ex was like this and we just laughed together all the time. No idea WTF we talked about, but he always made me laugh and that's all that mattered to me. I wouldn't say that my partner is super vanilla, but his only hobbies are playing video games and watching Netflix. I think that we work very well together. I can entertain myself, so I need a companion only for their love and acceptance. He provides both of those things and I need nothing more than that. My boyfriend is an autistic doctor who only watches serial killer shows and football. We mostly just say how was your day and talk about what to eat. I spend most of my time in my head, it's deep in here. It is what it is. I use Reddit to occupy my boredom. Try to find shows or movies we can enjoy and discuss together. Focus on my own interests and hobbies so I have something to talk to him about. It's really hard and honestly it kinda sucks. I got a puppy lol. My husband plays video games and that's about it as far as hobbies go. He's knowledgeable and reads up on anything he finds interesting, so it's easy to have a conversation, it's just not always something I know anything about. We tried finding common ground and discovered we both love trying new foods, watching cooking tutorials and other things. I found I enjoyed some of his video games and got into a few myself. Others that are too intense for me to play but are in an interest of mine, like Japanese history equals Ghost of Tsushima, I will sit and watch, ask questions and stuff like that. Also, just because there are different hobbies doesn't mean each person can't talk about, ask questions about said hobbies smiley face. That's great for getting a chat rolling. My ex doesn't have many hobbies, but our personalities meshed in a way that we always had interesting conversations. He was very curious about politics, economy, history, how things work, etc., so there was always something new to talk about. We also have a similar sense of humor and **** drive, so all of that helped. We argue, say yes or no to whatever needs to be done for the week, daydream a lot together, watch TV, garden a lot of different types of plants, tell jokes lost on each other. I muse a lot and we do projects, writings, buys, horribly together but like the results. I have had difficulties with this recently as I have put a lot of work in evolving as a person. My husband does not have goals but maintains same job 22 years. No hobbies while I have an endless amount, and prefers to just watch TV. I call as yin-yang. I find people with similar interests and chose to watch shows my husband likes to spend time with him. I knew who he was when I married him, and it's not fit for me to ask him to change. I don't know if I would describe my partner's personality as vanilla, but I would say that neither one of us is the most exciting, adventurous, dramatic person in any given room. I like that about him, and I think that we're on the same wavelength. He does have some hobbies but isn't super 100% invested in them. His main passion is chemistry, which is also his career. I'm similar. I like my job and I have a few hobbies, but I wouldn't want to dedicate all my time to any of them. We spend a lot of time surfing the internet, maybe watching some TV, etc. Homebody stuff, especially since the pandemic started. We like doing activities together and often talk about those things. We plan for the future, we talk about our jobs, our days, what's going on in the world, friends and family, things on our to-do lists, interesting things that we've seen or heard. Sometimes there are lulls in conversation or we don't really have much to talk about. Maybe more recently because of the pandemic, we're long distance currently, and since there are a lot of restrictions we don't have the opportunity to do a whole lot more than work. However, it's never seemed like something I need to navigate. If I found him or our life together boring, I don't think we would necessarily be together long term. Find a hobby to enjoy together. I have found that when my BF shows some sort of interest in anything, to give him my undivided attention. Like everyone else here, video games are one of his top hobbies, seconded by saving money, stocks, gambles online from time to time, researches ways to better credit, etc. Every now and then if I'm walking by him playing the game, always COD, he may say something like, "Asha, watch me quickscope this dude," and I'll sit down and watch it like TV lol. Watch out, he sees you, or chime in some kinda way so he knows I'm paying attention. Sometimes he starts talking to me but almost as if he was thinking about something and mid-thought starts talking about it. So we could just be sitting in silence and he'll say something like, "I watched these videos on YouTube about blank, and they were talking about ____." In these moments I also give my undivided attention. I sit my phone down and ask questions and try to take a genuine interest in what he's saying. And then later on in the day or week I bring it back up after watching the same video, or even if it just crossed my mind. Over time he's started random conversations with me a lot more, and I've honestly learned a lot about things I'd never look into. The man has increased both of our credit scores by reading and researching stuff all day, like from 500s to 700s increased. Long story short, try to find some common ground to open more avenues from more conversations. My partner would probably fit this bill if observed from the outside, although I'm not 100% sure what you mean exactly by vanilla personality. For me, however, he is perfect. He is intelligent and gentle, and I'm already outgoing and bold enough for the two of us. So he is my calm and reasonable anchor. It's not only about how many similar interests you have, it's mainly about resonating with each other. We talk about media we've shared, what is going on in the world, tell stories from our past, etc. I don't know what a vanilla personality is, but we have experienced lulls over our 18-year marriage. We tend to make each other laugh though, and we eventually get over it. The first time was weird though. We went out to eat and I remember thinking, OMG, I've run out of things to say. So we talked about it during dinner. Smiley face.